Good morning, students. Previously, we already discussed mergers and acquisition chapter. Now we are moving to recent development in accounting and accounting standards. So all of you know that is the last chapter in advanced corporate accounting. So let us discuss. We have some accounts. We have three types of accounts here: human resource accounts, environmental accounting, and social responsibility accounting, and remaining accounting standards subject. So here let us discuss firstly human resource accounting. Human resource are considered as important assets and are different from the physical asset. Physical assets do not have feeling and emotions, whereas human assets are subject to various types of feelings and emotions. In other same way, unlike physical assets, human assets never get depreciated. Therefore, the valuation of human resources along with other assets are also required in order to find out the total cost of an organization. So here, all of you know that in a company, we have two types of account. One it is human resource account, another one it is non-human resource account. So that non-human resource account, it is nothing but physical assets. But usually physical assets, they have a depreciated, but human resources, there is no depreciation. There is a value and efficiency and effectiveness only we are considering in the company. Basically, all the companies majorly following the different dilemma. The definitions, basically, let us discuss definitions of human resource accounting. The American Association of Accounting defines HRA as follows. HRA is in process of identifying and measuring data about human resource as follows. HRA is a process of identifying and measuring the data about human resource and communicating the information to interested parties. According to Stephen Knopf, HRA is the measurement and quantification of human organizational inputs such as recruiting, training, expenses, and commitment. Basically, human resource accounting, usually we are consideration of the whatever the cost we are incurring when we are people are hiring the human resources. Ultimately, consideration of the experience and commitment also we have to consider the human resource. Need for HRA. The need for human assets valuation a result of growing concern for human relation management in the industry. So here it is, the relationship management in the industry. Basically, when we have a particular human resources, that human resources, one of the major effectiveness and efficiency, it will be grow upon of our company as well as organization. So that thing only we are human resource accounting also we are doing and evaluating the day-to-day working and day-to-day experience and day-to-day skill and knowledge. These are all the evaluation, and ultimately it will be the impact of the company expansion as well as company growing purpose also we have to be evaluate in the sense of human resource accounting. Some of the behavioral scientists concerned with the management of organization pointed out the following reason for HRA. Under conventional accounting, no information is made available about the human resource employed in an organization, and without people, the financial and physical resources cannot be optionally effectiveness. So here some of the following reason HRA, ultimately the human resources employed in an organization, without people we cannot lead the company. So that reason we also be recruit the required human resources through the HRP. Second one, it is the expenses related to the human organization are charged to current revenue instead of being treated as investment to be amortization over a period of time, with the result that magnitude of net income is significantly destroyed. This make the assessment of firm and inter-firm comparison difficult. Ultimately, the majorly the expenses related to human resources, the ultimately whatever the expecting the from the particular human resources. Suppose for example, when we are hiring the employee, suppose we are incurring the cost 20,000 rupees per month. Ultimately, most of the organization, more than of the 20,000 only expecting the job from the particular employee itself. So that is the major evaluation only has to be done in the human resource accounting. So then only we will be that cost effective manner also we also consider it is. The point number 3, the productivity and profitability of the firm largely depends upon the contribution of the human assets. Ultimately, if there any profit of the company, it will be major effects or as well as human assets also. I already told that we have two types of assets. One it is human assets, another it is non-human assets. Non-human assets means all of you know that fixed assets as well as current assets. But human, it is also assets. Ultimately, they are contributing the profitability of a firm. It depends upon the effectiveness and efficiency of the employee. And fourth one, if the value of human resources is not duly reported in profit and loss account and balance sheet, the important act management to human asset cannot be pursued. Ultimately, the human resource asset does not impact of any balance sheet. Here it is the majorly the work efficiently, work efficiency and workload has to be considered in the particular organization. So that management only you have to be considered. The next point, expenses or recruitment, training, etc. are treated as expenses and human writing of the against revenue under the conventional accounting. All expenses and human resources are to be treated as investment since the benefit are accrued over a period of time. So here it is. If there any employee recruiting, ultimately also you have to spend some of the expenditure. That's some expenditure only we have to consider. It is the training expenditure, recruitment expenditure, selection expenditure. That all the expenditure also consideration when we are human resource accounting. And finally, objectives of HRA. Providing a cost value information about acquiring, developing, allocating, and maintaining the human resources. So ultimately, majorly HR human resource accounting, we are basically acquiring and developing the maintaining of the human resources. So how you people are making the HRP, for example, giving the training as well as on the job, off the job training, either it is efficiency, either it is feedback, either it is skills, either it is knowledge related. These are all the developing activities to be in the particular human resources. Why? Because of these things, when we are developed the skill of the employee as well as human resources, ultimately it will be impact of our company values and company development. So that reason only we are maintaining the human resources in a proper manner itself. Second point, enabling management to monitor the use of human resources. So ultimately, you have to monitor the basically through the management to only monitor the particular human resources. So that monitoring head of the department, all of you know that HRM, human resource management. So these people has to be monitor the human resources. And point number 3, finding depreciation or appreciation among human resources. Ultimately also we also depreciation, whether it is skilled employee, either it is unskilled employee, whether it is semi-skilled employee, either it is skilled employee, we are also giving the appreciation through the incentives, bonus, salary and the increment. These are all the things you have to be appreciated, awards, rewards. So when I'm giving the more appreciation for the human resources, ultimately it will be impact of the efficiency of the employee. So that reason only we are giving the appreciation to the human resources. And point number 4, assisting in developing effective management practices. So ultimately, you have to improving the management practices also. You have to be improving the majorly coordination of the employee and maintaining the good purpose to the organization. And next point number 5, increasing managerial awareness of the values of human resources for better human resource planning, ultimately based on the improvement information system and in effective utilization of manpower. So ultimately, whatever the available human resources, you have to be planned together. So that plan only we have to be do in that in the first fundamentally only we are do human resource planning. That is only called as HRP. Whatever the human resources you require, how much you people are acquiring the human resources and how you people are getting the job from the particular employee. These are all the things you have to be planned, and ultimately also improving the whatever the human resources. So then only we will be expecting the whatever the output to the organization. So these are all the fundamental objectives of a human resource accounting. Then only we will be improving our company as well as organization. Nextly, let us go for methods of valuation of human resources. We have a various methods of human resources management. Under that, it is very important methods. Only we can call it as historical method, replacement cost method, present value method, opportunity cost method, and standard cost method. All the method have certain benefit as well as limitations. So what are the major benefits? These are all the methods. Firstly, historical method, all of you know whatever the cost we have to spend, that cost also you have to be returned back through the particular employee. Then only we are getting the job. The same thing, replacement cost, for example, training cost, recruitment cost, advertisement cost. These are all the cost we also incur to the acquiring the employee. These are all the cost also you have to be consider when we have people are value of the human resources. Present value method, whatever the cost we have to be incurred in today, and what is the future value you have to be acquiring the return through the money particular employee itself. Then only we will be effectively maintaining the human resources. That opportunity cost also we will be that consider. For example, when I'm giving the salary for the particular employee, for example, 50,000. So then the particular employee would be the same job we are only they're doing that. Alternatively, we are appointing another employee. They're also getting 20,000. So now we are giving that 50,000 and 20,000 both the employee. It will be that vary because of 50,000 getting the person, it is the doing the same job, but 20,000 person also they are doing the same job. So in the sense of ultimately you have to be opportunity cost also you have to be consider. So that also major methodology we will be that benefiting the to be human resource accounting. So these are all the major benefits. So now let us go for another concepts. Benefits of HRA. There are certain benefits of accounting human resource which is explained as follows. The system HRA disclose the value of human resources, which helps in proper interpretation of written capital employed. Capital employed means all of you know that whatever the incurred capital, that capital only what you people are getting. For example, we have a two types of capital. All of you know that one it is the physical capital, another one it is human capital. So that is the major only we have to be built together. Second point, I'll go for managerial decision making can be improved with the help of HRA. Ultimately, human resource accounting, ultimately when we are evaluating the proper manner, there's management people also getting to take the proper decision itself. So that is only the purpose of the we have to do for. The implementation of human resources accounting clearly identify human resources as valuable asset, which helps in preventing misuse of human resources by the superior as well as the management. So these are all the another one of the major thing, implementing the major resources. It helps in efficient utilization of human resources, understanding the evil effect of labor unrest of the quantity of the human resources. Ultimately, whatever the labor you have, so that is a major also you have to be considering that. The system can be increased productivity because the human talent, devotion, and skill are considered. Ultimately, when we are evaluating the employee, why we are evaluating? Ultimately, whatever the skill and whatever the knowledge based on that only we can expect the output from the employee. So that always you have to be uh, quality of the human resources. We will be that identify through HRA. In case, assist the management implementing the method, wages and salary administration part. So these are all the major also you have to be assist. We are giving the wages as well as salary based on that work efficiency only we are giving like. So some of the limitations we have, the valuation method have certain disadvantages as well as advantages. Therefore, there is always bone connection among firm which method and ideal one. There are no standardized procedure developed for from providing only as additional information. Under conventional accounting, certain standard accepted commonly, which is not possible under the method. So these are all the major limitations also we have to be considered. when we are uh, basically human resource accounting, for example, when the recruitment of the employee or at the till retirement of the employee, the day to day whatever the work has to be done, the each and every work has to be evaluated. That evaluation process only we can call it as HRA, human resource accounting. Why we are evaluating? Suppose when I am paying a salary for the particular employee, ultimately you have to get the job from the employee, then only your company as well as organization to do the effectively consider as well as following the as well as possible outcome we can expected from the particular employee. So that is the major theme of the human resource accounting. So these are all the major limitations you have to be consider in that. Finally, we'll go for environmental accounting. Environmental accounting provides data which highlights both the contribution as natural resource to economic well-being and cost imposed by pollution or resource degradation. So all of you know that what are the environmental accounting? Basically, for example, one of the company they are doing, for example, manufacturing any plastic material. So that time also we have to be maintained for the protecting for the employee. So that sense only we have to be consider in the major aspect only we have some objective identifying and reducing negative. ಹೇಳಯ್ಯ ನಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.